The Special Investigating Unit has obtained a preservation order to freeze a luxury property belonging to Vhuthanda Investment, a private company whose sole director is Professor Alfred Nevhutanda. The SIU says Vhuthanda Investment purchased the property for approximately 27 million rand in 2018, allegedly with money from the National Lotteries Commission. It says at the time of the purchase, Nevhuthanda was both the director of Vhuthanda Investment and the chairperson of the NLC board. Well, to tell us more, I'm joined now by Kaizer Kganyago. He's from the SIU. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Just explain to us the process that you had to go through to get this preservation order.
Good afternoon, Nombu, and good afternoon to your viewers. What happened was we got allegations sent to us few years ago, and then we started the process of the proclamation, which was granted in 2020 by the president, and the investigation then ensued. In the process of the investigation, we were able to find that there were some NPOs that were given money. I think there were 5 of them. They were given an amount of 100 million. And they then, when they got the money, instead of doing what they were supposed to do, some of that money was sent to some lawyers' trust account. And that lawyer's trust account was the one that was paying for this house that was bought for Vhuthanda Investment. And that is why we are where we are today. We then went to the special tribunal to then ask for the preservation order to this house. We believe it is proceeds of unlawful activity. And so that when we go back to the tribunal to argue the main case to set aside the contract, we'll be in a position to then, if we set aside the contract to recover the money, then we can sell the property and recover the money.
So how long will that process be, do you think, before, obviously the property is just going to be frozen, so you can't do anything in the interim. So how long do you think that process will take before you're able to access funds and pay off the monies to various, where it belongs, where it's supposed to go?
Yes, we were given 60 days from the date of that order for us to file papers to the tribunal for the main case, which is the one where we want to set aside. And then after we file, they will be given an opportunity to respond. There are about 20 or so respondents, because even the people who were involved in the NPOs are now cited in this matter, the date will be set and the matter will be heard. And I hope that it will be finalized as soon as possible. We were afraid of the fact that if we don't preserve this house, when the matter takes a little bit longer, the house can be sold and we might not find it anymore.
Are there other assets that you're perhaps looking at, other stories as well coming out of the National Lotteries Commission?
Yeah, there are many other investigations that we are doing. This is just but one. But with this one particularly, we've got to also look at the owners of the NPOs, and we are checking with them as to where the money is, was it used for the right purposes? Because we have sent our investigators and they've seen that some of the things that they were supposed to do, like an example with this rehabilitation center that was supposed to be built for 31 million, it was in ruins when we went to investigate and see this property. Therefore, we still have to understand where did the money go, and if they have used it for nefarious purposes, it will have to be taken back from those people.
How helpful has the media been to you in being able to spearhead some of your investigations?
The media is helpful, even though we don't use much of the information from the media. But when we get something that we need to follow, we follow. But you'll understand that when we do investigations like this, when people see this interview, for example, they then phone us and send us information to say, we have got more where that comes from, and they give us new leads that we follow. But in the main, it was from the whistleblower, but we also get information in between and we gather it. But we also work closely with the media, because the media is really a watchdog, and they are able to assist us when we need assistance from them without infringing with each other's mandates.
Thank you very much, Vhuthanda Kganyago, for your time and insights there. Kaizer Kganyago, he's the spokesperson at the SIU.